How to drive in Puerto Vallarta. This is some activity that a lot of my customers asking me, Oscar, you guys are crazy for driving here or to drive here in Puerto Vallarta. I never thought that I'm gonna or never think to drive here in Puerto Vallarta. It's so crazy. Mexicans are so crazy for driving. Well, let me tell you this in this video. I'm gonna explain you some things that I always watch when I'm driving with my customers or with my family or myself around Puerto Vallarta, and I saw a lot of mistake of everybody. So I'm going to show you this mistake and what you must don't and do when you drive. Okay, obviously, you know the driving rules applies mostly to all the world, so I think you could understand, but it's the behavior of the Mexican or the local that maybe you don't understand. So in this video, I'm going to show you a little bit more. Remember, subscribe to my YouTube channel. So that's where you're going to have more information about Puerto Vallarta, Nuevo Nayarit, and all this nice region, all this bay, okay? And follow me on my social networks. There is more content over there. TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and more, okay? So let's continue. It's been like a lot of questions about how to drive because we Mexicans are crazy. We are crazy for driving. And one of the most frequently question is, Oscar, how do you cross, or how do you decide to choose who is first and who's second and in a crossing road, you know? This is the only one answer for this question: telepathy. No, I'm just kidding. Of course, you must to have experience to drive here in Puerto Vallarta. So we have several crossings here in Puerto Vallarta. So you can see the signs. It say stop or uno y uno, alto, uno y uno. So it's you go first, then you, and then me. So we use that. And you're watching how it's moving, the crossing. So you will figure out. Of course, you must to act quickly. When you drive and you don't hesitate where. So you cross, okay? Cross, and you must to watch the driver, okay? But normally, it's kind of hard to understand how to do the crossing, even when I started to drive here in Vallarta. I remember my teacher was my employer, is now my friend, Miguel. So we went when I was like 17 years old on the main avenue to take my lessons for driving. It was so scary at the beginning, but it's the only way that you must to the Mexican way, you know, it's like throw you to the pool to learn how to swim, you know. And this is, but it was kind of scary for me, but Miguel was a great teacher for me. And of course, to try, because I tried to learn with my father, and it was so difficult. It's so difficult. So if I want to teach my wife, I will fail. I need somebody not related with my wife, like teach, because it's difficult to teach some kind of sibling, you know. And well, I'm gonna show you this image and how is like the don'ts and the do's that you can do it here when you're driving here in Puerto Vallarta, and try to explain how turn, because this is the most common mistake of foreigners driving here. Even the tourists, Mexican tourists or foreigner tourists in our countries, try to drive in here. So this is a great information if you want to rent a car here in Puerto Vallarta. How to turn here in Puerto Vallarta? Well, when you going in the main avenue, that's the more important avenue here, you must take the side road. Yes. And look, this is a taunt of this red car, okay? That's not okay. And you need to wait the light, the green arrow, okay? So next to me is these taxi drivers who normally the taxi drivers are very reckless drivers. here in Puerto Vallarta. And look what they're doing. They are in the zebra pass for pedestrians. Obviously, that's not okay, but it's about to it continue the green arrow, so that's why they are trying to advance. But the taxi drivers normally drive these awful ways, always very reckless to drive here in Puerto Vallarta. So in this continue all along the main avenue, the boulevard, Francisco Medina Asensio. If you want to turn, you must take the side road. Okay, you can turn in the inner or inside the roads. I mean, or the lines, the inner lines. You can turn. It's only one exception. Only one exception in all these boulevard, and is closed or a little bit forward to Las Glorias. But this a turn is that to take the bypass highway to avoid the downtown area or the most touristy way to go to the downtown. So you take we call this route the tunnel route. As you can see, there is another option. You take this side, the left side, and you can turn here. If you don't need to turn, you follow. And this is kind of the same, applies only for all the turns here, except, like I told you, to take the bypass to the highway, to the road tunnel. That's the only one turn that you're gonna take in the inner lines, okay? Another thing is, for some reasons, when you pass to Nayarit State, the people is so reckless to drive. I don't know why. And you will see here that now this bus, ATM bus, this is not okay. This is forbidden. And you will see in my right side what's going on right now. So I watched this guy to pass me. And of course, I saw it before. And they are very reckless to drive. And this is the part of Nayarit State. I don't know why. And you must to... and this is the don'ts, obviously, that you can't do this, or you can, but you should not do this. You shouldn't do this because you can cause an accident here in the highway. And people is very reckless and are very, they go always unspeedy. This is another thing. It seems like the signs of speed limits is mere suggestions for us, for the Mexican, but it's not. It's something that I love of you guys. Foreigner, like for Americans and Canadians, you respect a lot the signs, the speed limits. Here in the locals, they don't respect. The speed limit could say 60 kilometers per hour, and they go 180. They don't care. And people is complaining, later is complaining, because the authorities, the transito, we call the patrols, the police here is one is police and one another transito. They are patrolling and they give you the tickets, and people is complaining, why, you only wants the bribe and etc. You know, you only wants my money. No, it's because people here is very reckless to drive in this side. I don't know why. We're still in Nayarit State, so we're going to Sayulita. This is only 2 lines, as you can see in the road here in the highway. So normally the people, it's very impatient. I mean, has no patience, and they want to pass you anyway. I mean, even sometimes in the turn. So my suggestion, when you go to Sayulita, stay very focused when you drive it. You will see how the people is passing to this big truck over there. Normally, I just drive very safely, and I stand behind this big truck. This is like my shield, okay? So, but this is a suggestion for you. If you think to passing these big trucks in this highway could be a little bit dangerous. Accident pass very often here because that Sayulita is not far away. Sayulita is gonna stay over there. So eventually you will arrive to Sayulita, don't worry, Sayulita don't go anywhere. So this is what, but I want to show you this because, like I told you, in United States, I don't know why they're very reckless to passing. Okay, so when they passing, normally these big trucks. I don't know if you are experienced driver. They tell you, they show you with the lights, with the light for turns, normally are yellow, and they inform you it's okay, it's safe, you can pass me. So how to drive now in the small places, small areas, little places like these little towns like San Pancho, Sayulita, or in some parts of Puerto Vallarta, like in normal street, like not in the main boulevards or highway. As you can see, it's a lot of towns here. Even foreigners that become locals, they don't use it helmet when they are on the bikes. Okay, that's very normal, and there is more than two people on the bikes sometimes. Here on all these areas, this is very common, and this is a problem because here in our region or this Banderas Bay area, every day we have an accident, and sometimes people die on the bikes because they don't use helmets or at least security. As you can see, this lady in the ATV, no security at all, don't follow the rules. And there is no cops, there is no authority, there is no transitos here like checking, nothing. There is, if you you even go to San Pancho, let me know if you see a cop around. It never happened, like never are there watching. There is a lot of towns, like people are parking on yellow lines and it's forbidden. And actually, like these guys selling flowers, so it's supposed that you can't park over there. And the sign for the speed limit is 20 kilometers per hour. Obviously, nobody's followed our rules. So this is normal in the little towns like San Pancho, Sayulita. And it's full of people, it's a lot of traffic, there is no way to park or close to the beach. That normally the people wants to go close to the beach. It's very rare that this happen. This is normal. Obviously, this is a ticket. So when you leave your car parking in yellow line and you come back and you find out that you have a ticket in your window, like why? Because everybody's using it. Yes, but it's forbidden. So it's now your turn to get a ticket. As you can see, you can't park over there, and the truck is parking over there, and this is always happened. But this is a taunt. If you don't want a ticket, and especially because you are renting a car and you're gonna pay that ticket, when you return the car, you don't park in that area. Park in the white line, not in the yellow lines, okay? Okay, well, that's all, my friends. Thank you very much for watching my video. I hope this is useful information for you. Please follow me on my social network. Please go to my website if you need a tour here in Puerto Vallarta, or if you need more information about activities or what to do here in Puerto Vallarta. Bye.